Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Home and Garden Fix and Tricks. I'm Nicole. It's been a while since I haven't done a video like this. On the channel I have a series of videos called Mechanic Monday. And indeed today is Monday. You know what I mean? I was coming from Spanish Town Hospital a while ago. And close to home, because I live in Old Harbour, I realized that my temperature gauge light was on. And I stopped, because the right thing to do when you see that come up, when it tells you that your engine is being overheated at the time, so the right thing to do is to switch off your engine to prevent further damage and investigate what was the problem. Now when I came, I saw the bottle here, full up with coolant, and I noticed that the cooling fan wasn't running. Well, because the engine was off, I switched on about the engine and I tested if this cooling fan was running, and I realized that it wasn't running. So of course I have my test light, so I use my test light and I check the fuse, I check the relay first, switch over the relay from the fan relay with the horn relay, and realize that it wasn't a relay problem. I came home and I removed the fan wire, and guys, you will not believe what happened. Look at this. It's fireworks inside here. And the reason what led me to this is when I connect my test light to the negative light, trying to find the positive rather on the terminal and the battery, trying to find the negative on the fan side, I realized that both terminals were giving me a negative reading. So that there and then tell me that there was a short in the system, because both wires they are telling me the same signal, same negative signal. So it tells me that there was a short, and of course indeed it was a short. Now this is something that could have caught the entire car on fire, guys. I tell you, this is serious. And this was a mistake by some guys that ran this wire for me when I was installing the fan. They ran it against the frame of the car right here, so it rub up against this metal, and over time it's rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing until it grounds, and see it caught fire. So now I have to go and replace this wire, or these wires. I have to replace them from here and run back a new control wires to the fan. So that was a problem. It wasn't a fan problem. Some people at this stage would have gone and bought a new fan, but it is always good to investigate and troubleshoot what the problem is before you spend and throw money at parts. So the problem is fixed. I just need to go now and get some wires, alright, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna come back and do the connection, set it up, and then I'll show you exactly what is what. Alright, so as I said, this is Mechanic Monday. This is my Mazda 2, aka Mazda Demio 2008. This car is very, very reliable. I mean, the only 2 times it shut down on me on the road, and it didn't shut down this morning, but the only 2 times I had to stop with it since 4 years of ownership is when the fan went initially. That's when I replaced this fan, and that's around 3.5 years ago. And now, so only 2 fan problems caused me to stop on the road. I never have an engine problem, never have a transmission problem, never have any other electrical problem that caused my vehicle to be immobilized. So I can say that this vehicle is a very reliable vehicle, and I recommend it to everyone. So I'm going to go ahead now, guys, and I'm going to fix it, and then I'll come back and show you what is what. Alright, thank you very much, and may God bless you. See me when I come back. So ladies and gentlemen, I am around 75% through with the installation, or with the fix. Sorry if it's windy. Now let me show you a closer shot of what the carnage was. So these two wires, these 2 control wires, they were shorts in it. It creates a short. Now shorts of this nature will actually cause a fuse to be blown. That's why the first thing I did was to check the fuse. However, the fuse wasn't blown, right, and the relay was working. So this was causing a problem in the system, and a short, and as I said, it could result in a fire, dangerous fire. All right, now let me show you how far I reached so far with this. So this is where I connected it, and I have it up here so that I can monitor it. All right, I have the 2 connections here. All right, and then this is where I'm going to connect to the fan. Those 2 connectors right here. So that's basically it. So it says around 75%. I'm going to put them on now, switch on the engine, turn on the AC, and check to see if all system goes. Alright, so when I come back, I will show you what is happening. Cool, peace. So, ladies and gentlemen, the fix is in. It is fixed. Fan is blowing nicely. I mean, I'm going to secure this properly, because as I said, this is the frame of the vehicle here, right where my finger is pointing. That's where there's a very sharp edge here, and that's what cut the wire and caused the shorts. So I'm going to try and put this up, try and secure it up like that to prevent it rubbing on that sharp edge and prevent future damage. So the fix is in. That's it. And I'm telling you guys, something like this happened to you, you notice that you're driving and your temperature gauge goes up. Those for you who have the gauge, or if you have a light like my car and you see the light, that red light comes in your dashboard, please make sure that you pull over, switch off the engine and investigate. Don't drive your engine for a prolonged period with an overheated engine or overheated condition, because that will ruin your engine. This could have resulted in a head gasket or a total engine failure, or a transmission failure, because if the engine is heated for any long period of time, it is also bolted to the transmission. It will eat the transmission and damage it as well. So that's it. Thank you very much, guys, and may God bless you. For Home and Garden Fix and Tricks, I'm Nikon. Any question, ask them in the comment section. Alright? Peace.